I'm continuing my talk about flower making tools, and today we're going to talk about a very familiar tool, which is these round tools that come in different sizes. I'll probably be not far off if I said that it's one of the first flower making tools that humankind created, because a lot of petals are concave, so a tool like that was really necessary. As you can see, they come from tiny to quite large, and usually standard sized are around 3 centimeters, which is over an inch, but you can buy specialist larger ones up to about 2 centimeters, 5 centimeters, 2 inches I think I have. So depending on how you want to shape your petals, it's a good idea to have several different sizes, and they usually in a set they come in several different sizes. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about different ways of how you can use them, and not so standard, I would say. So I prepared a couple of different petals here. We're going to start with the larger ones, and then I'll show also on the small ones what we can do. So it is not a normal way just creating a concave, although that's also very popular, but I want to show you other possibilities with the tools. And in my new course, which is about to start next week, Advanced Roses course, we are going to explore different ways of using these tools in making rose petals and in flower making in general. So if you wish to learn more, if you like this video and you wish to learn more, please feel free to join my my new course on roses. So the first tool I'm going to use is a round tool of 3 centimeters in diameter, the largest one. However, petals can be larger than this size, so what options do we have? As you see, I'm using a damp cloth here. It's damp, barely wet, to soften up and dampen my petals a little bit. It shouldn't be too moist, because otherwise your colors might run, but slightly damp is what we need. So it makes the silk slightly more pliable. So I'm testing my tool to see whether it's hot enough, and it is hot. It's a good idea to have a scrap of fabric to test it on, and a damp cloth to cool it down. So this petal, which is quite large, we're going to be shaping only the lower part, trying to create some pleats at the top, soft folds. So I'm pulling my petal from underneath my tool, only shaping the lower part really. It's a good idea to help with your other hand as well. So this is one option with this tool, instead of making just a concave. This is again a large petal. Here we would like to make a shallow concave, so we're going to be working with our tool more like with an iron, trying to avoid any pleats whenever possible. So I'm stretching my fabric from underneath the tool as well, and if there is a crease, you can redampen it on your cloth and iron it out again. There will be some creases. Usually creases are at the top of the petal is okay, because often this edge is shaped with a pair of tweezers. So you can see this is like a shallow concave that we could create using a bigger tool. So the next tool that I want to show is a smaller one, and again it will be showed in a different way from just making a concave. So this petal is more like an elongated oval shape. I'm gonna test. The tool is a bit hot, so if it's hot you need to cool it down. The smaller the tool, the quicker it gets heated, so remember about that. And this petal we're going to be shaping from underneath up to the bottom and create an elongated shape out of it. So it's going to be not a round petal, but more like an oval petal, like this shape. So depending on the rose again, you need to consider different shapes. This bigger one we're going to shape with the same tool, but again in quite a different way as well. So it's obviously quite a small tool for such a large petal, so we're going to shape one side of it with this tool and then the other side again with this tool, so it's shaped in 2 spots. Let's see. So again, I'm stretching my petal. It's 4 layers of fabric here, so I'm going quite slowly. Rocking with my pad. You can't underestimate the use of correct pad, rubber pad as well for your shaping. So you see it's quite a smooth, very elongated concave here, but this part is not nicely shaped. So we need to come back to it, redampen it a little bit, and we need to shape this part too. So it's going to be like a little bit of a twisted heart shape. So this is the shape of this petal. So I've used my tool quite differently from what we normally use. You have, like a heart shape, a very elongated concave, a shallow concave, and like a ruched concave. So these round tools are really useful, but to be able to use them to their full potential, you obviously should make quite a number of different roses and see how they work, in action, because it's difficult to explain theoretically how you can use them. Every time you make a new flower, you might discover a new use of the round tools. Again, everybody's welcome to join my advanced silk rose course if you wish to learn more, if you wish to learn how to use your tools better. And meanwhile, hopefully this video was useful for you, and see you next month with another video on the use of millinery tools. Bye bye now!